we'll see the Groupers taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Groupers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will have the football first. From the gun, the give, looking for room. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That's caught. It's Gibson. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He'll pull it on the read. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Noles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Turning it on! Made a defender miss. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Seminoles!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Groupers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. We'll be watching this matchup on the outside closely today, David, to see if this guy can get anything done one-on-one against one of the best corners in the game.
Well, and this corner really can shut down half the field, and that's a big problem. This offense, they really need to win this matchup. They need their wide receiver to beat that defensive back, and I don't know if that's possible. He's just so good, been so consistent. Palmer, you tell me how you're going to win this matchup.
Well, you're not going to win it every play, that's for sure. You can't avoid that side of the field the entire game. I think it's just going to come down to this offense in the critical down and distances when there's a 3rd down and the coverage dictates that you've got to throw it against him. That's the play you need your receiver to win, and whether or not they have a guy that can win that matchup offensively, we're going to find out here pretty soon.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one. And the Groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's going to run it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that one.
And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And the Noles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man to the left. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking for a deep man. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Noles.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their 1st game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And now this offense will take the field again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
And it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Groupers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Chandler. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Parrish. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Groupers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And he put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He'll keep it himself. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And the Seminoles come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to go up top. Got the quick pass. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Now on second down. Motion from the back. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
All you can can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Powers through the defender. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll leave it with him. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. The groupers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He might want another play. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Snagged in the middle. It's Witherspoon. Right down the gut of the field. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Virginia is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 17 to NC State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Craig. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And you can tell QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, Not dirty, not cheap shots, but end-of-the plays when I can be physical and really make him feel me. I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
And the groupers have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. Now the pitch. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Parrish. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They'll run the option. They'll go to the ground. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. The groupers moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And the groupers will call on their punt team. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Going with the ground game left. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. A lot of urgency for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. And he has vexed this defense with the scrambles. Another 1st down and yet another big gain.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Wants to pass. Here's a hit. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. The corners are walked up tight. Try to get the edge with a quick tight pass. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The groupers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Nice move to pick up yardage. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. The give to the back. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the groupers line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. The give on the option. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Goes to the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Phenomenal phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on first and goal. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
They tried to sneak the draw in there. The defense was not fooled.
You know, there's an art to selling the draw play, and that one was kind of more paint by numbers. Didn't turn out so well.
Yeah, and the defense, you could tell, they weren't fooled. They were agreeing with their painting by numbers and got in there quick, fast, and made the play.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitchman one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Are forced to settle for 3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Old Dominion. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gibson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Wow, that's a really nice catch, especially considering it comes from a running back. Quarterback's got to do a better job being more accurate with that. You got to know he's not a receiver, right? It's not his natural form. They don't make awkward body catches.
Loose in the middle. Touchdown, no! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
You're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll go back to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. Makes a grab for a big play. Off and running. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field.
Hold.
That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The groupers will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. The give is to Taylor. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires left. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Ready to fire from the pistol. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. Sweet cut there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll run the option. Runs through a tackle. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Using the quick game. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got the completion, but couldn't quite maneuver his way in. He'll be inches short of the score. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights, and they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a...
Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Line is set on 3rd down. And some room to work. Oh, he got loose. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. And the groupers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They had this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And 3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor and doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big 3rd down stop.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. When you know you have a team